Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are returning, if you are new here, visiting for the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm Anita with Anita by Design, and here on my YouTube channel, you will find step-by-step, very detailed sew-alongs, tutorials, pattern reviews, and other sewing related content like today. I am revealing my sewing studio makeover, and it has been in the making for a very long time. This began, you guys, shortly before the shutdown, before the world shut down when COVID happened. I started with having my floors redone, and the plan was to have it done within a couple of months, to have everything done so that I could share with you guys. And when COVID happened, everything stopped. The world stopped, and yeah, so here I am, 9 months later? Well, the show must go on, and here I am. I am finally revealing the makeover, or my sewing studio makeover. And I'm not gonna do a whole lot of talking right now. I'm just gonna let you guys know that I am linking to all of the items that I was able to find online in the description box below. Some of them I was not able to find online because I've purchased them at local stores, local shops here. So yeah, I'm going to put everything in the description box, and I hope you guys will enjoy this makeover, this reveal. First, I'm going to show you the before, what my studio was like before, and then I will reveal the after, and then give you guys the details of everything that I have in my sewing studio. So you guys enjoy, and let's get started. This is my new sewing space after the remodel, and I will give you a panoramic view and then walk you through each area. Okay, so we're gonna start right here at the sewing table because it's probably my number one, my favorite feature in my new sewing space. Because when I moved into this room, I knew immediately that I wanted a sewing table that would reach or stretch the length of the windows because the lighting is amazing. And I finally have the long sewing table and I can fit 3 machines, and I'm just too excited. So here is where all of the magic is gonna happen, and I cannot wait to sit down at my new tables to sew. So I'm going to take you guys through my drawers so you can see how I organize things. And first though, I want to show you my new custom vinyl letters that I have. I ordered these on Etsy from a company called Sticky Things, and oh my gosh, they did such a great job. Give me Jesus and a sewing machine. That is me all the way. I came up with this saying a while ago, and I said one day I want that on a t-shirt or something. So I have it on my wall, and I'm gonna put it on a t-shirt. So that is, yes, that is me, honey. Give me Jesus and a sewing machine and I am good. So we have that, and then my baby locks are in the house. My baby locks are on the table. There's my soprano, there's my evolution, and finally, there is my vibrant. So they all have their own sections now, and I'll start with my soprano. Here, first I want to show you guys this. These are little candle jars. I love candles. So when I finish burning these candles in these small jars, I'll keep the jars, clean them out, and then use them for storage. So I have things like, rivets and safety pins and hook and eyes in these little drawers. And then over here, I just have some of the items that I use while sewing. Oh my goodness. Did you see the pink chairs? Girls, did you see the pink chairs? I cannot believe it. I found these at, let's see, it was Home Goods. I just happened to be in there looking around, and when I saw the pink chairs, I was like, oh no, those are going home with me. I was not looking for pink chairs, but there you have it. Perfect. They're that dusty rose. So let's look at what's inside my drawers. On the top drawer, and this is my soprano side, I have all of my scissors and my tweezers on this side. And here I have just little accessories, for decorating. I have my pins, and then I have other miscellaneous items. I have my seam ripper, another seam ripper, my Carmex because I have to keep my lips in shape. And here I have my thingamajig, is what it's called, or hump jumper is what some people call it when you're going over thick seams, and then other miscellaneous items. Back there I have my bobbins for my soprano, and then over here I have different kinds of straight pins, and these are dress pins, and these are the fork pins that I like to use when I'm trying to match prints, especially plaids and stripes. In the next drawer, I have all of my accessories for my Baby Lock soprano. So these are the extra presser feet that they sent me, and then these are all of the accessories that came with the machine. And then back here, I have rubber bands, more rubber bands, bobbins for my soprano, and then I have my seam flex and some pencils. And then in the next drawer, I have the clips, if I'm sewing with like maybe leather or fur or something that I can't use pins with, and I have my little clips. And then these are belt buckles and other little accessories for closures. And over here, just more accessories. I have a bias binder maker. I have extra tailor's chalk, a tailor's chalk sharpener. And back here, I have my glues. I use these when I'm making my clutch bags. And in the back, there's just more miscellaneous items. And in the next drawer, I have my elastics, and I have them stored in these different containers by the size. So This one is, I believe, my 1/4 inch elastic. So each box has a different size of elastic, and then I have more elastic in packages back there. And then in the bottom drawer, I have my Madame So presser foot set with all the different presser feet. And then I have buttons and closures. So in this container, I have all of my buttons, and here I have other closures, snaps, and self-covered buttons. And here are some more buttons. This is miscellaneous stuff in there. Here I have my little pliers to apply the, what do you call them? Gosh, I forgot what you call them. Anyway, this is my crocodile. I used to make cards and do scrapbooking, so I bought this, and it works really well with applying the eyelets to fabric also. So that's what this is. And then back there is just miscellaneous trims. Yeah, this thing is good for applying eyelets too. And that's it for my soprano drawer. Now let me take you over to the evolution drawer. Okay, here in the top drawer where I have my evolution, I have just some extra tape. Here I have my scissors and my seam ripper, my loop turners, a seam gauge, and this is a magnetic tool for picking up pins. And over here I have my hammer and then my tools for opening my buttonholes. Here I have my X-Acto knives, and then this is the mat for opening the buttonholes. And then I have more clips. Okay. In this drawer I have some of my thread. I like to keep my threads enclosed. I don't like to keep them out on racks. I did for a little while, and they collect a lot of dust, and I didn't like that. So I keep them in the drawer and in containers. So I have some threads. I have my sewing machine needles. These are all of my knit needles. And in this box, I have all of my woven needles. And then in this little container, I have specialty needles. Here I have more bobbins, and then over here I keep all of my extra seam rippers. Your girl can never have too many seam rippers. In the next drawer, I have thread. Again, I keep them enclosed in containers, and this is my favorite way to keep them stored because there's no dust getting inside of them. Even with them being stored in this drawer, because there's this opening here, there's a chance that they can get dust, but not nearly as much as having them stored out on the rack. So that's just my personal preference. I know a lot of people store theirs on the racks, and that's fine, but I just prefer mine to stay closed. So there's more thread, and then the last drawer has another container of thread. Okay, the last set of drawers where I keep my vibrant. This is, well, I keep my scissors, and then these are just some extra containers for whatever I may need them for later. This is some of my glues, and then I have a couple of rulers and a screwdriver for my vibrant. In the next drawer, I have my accessories for the vibrant. These are all of the accessories that came with the machine. This is the additional accessory kit with the 6 serger feet. And then there's my foot pedal and the trash bin that catches all of the thread as you're sewing. In the next drawer, I have all of the accessories for my evolution. I got confused for a minute. I was like, wait, what is this? Okay, yes, so my evolution accessories are over here. So I have all the extra feet, and then these are all of the accessories that came with the machine. And then there in the back, I have my presser feet, and then the tray for catching the thread while I'm serging. In the next drawer is just some miscellaneous stuff. These are beads for whatever. Sometimes I'll put them on the ends of ties. And in here I have some extra zippers. These are old. Most of these are really old from when I first started sewing back in the 90s. So yeah, or maybe not the 90s, but well, yeah, the 90s. They're really old. And then here I keep all of the cards or instructions that come with different things that I buy, just in case I want to go back and, you know, get some answers to questions I may have. So for instance, I have the Simflex. So I keep the little card that came with it, and that way if I need to know how to use something, or if I forget how to use something, then I have all of those cards and instructions here. Okay, and then in the bottom drawer, I have all of my extra scissors. These are craft scissors from when I used to make cards, but I keep these. And then I have an extra rotary cutter, extra scissors, my LBH scissors, and then more scissors in the back, so I will not run out of scissors. Over to the left side, I have a lamp here if I need some extra light when I'm sewing. And then just a cute little plant and candles. And then this is where I keep my large Vogue patterns because they don't fit inside the drawer, the chest of drawers that I have. Before we move on, I want to show you guys my new footrest and tell you why I use it. When I purchased my new sewing tables, I knew that they were taller than the last sewing table I used. So I was going to need a chair that would raise me higher than my last chair. And the bonus about these pink chairs is that they go so high. Watch this. Look at how high that chair goes. My feet are dangling. So this purchase was a bonus, and that's why I grabbed both chairs, because I knew that this was a good deal. So let me push that back down. So what I need is height that would give me a 90-degree angle on my arms when I'm sewing at the machine. And because the chair is higher, I needed something that I can rest my feet on, because I don't want my feet to be pointed down or going down at an angle, because that may cause some issues. And if my hands are at an angle going up when I'm sewing, that's going to cause some issues. And I found that out when I went for therapy, when I was having all those issues last year or year before last. So the footrest is great because when I adjust my height on the chair, then I can raise my feet and get that 90-degree angle on my feet. And then my pedal is there, and I'm good. I'm going to work. So this goes right under my sewing table. Oh, and let me show you this. It tilts. So you can tilt it like that, okay? So it goes under the table, and then I'm good. I'm good. I'm not up like this. You know, I'm good, just like that. And I'm happy. So this is where all of the behind the scenes work takes place for Anita by Design. This is my workstation, and this is where I record, or not record, but this is where I plan my YouTube videos. I do my editing for the YouTube videos, write blog posts, and plan out my social media posts. I also spent a lot of days here writing my book, and I also take care of personal business here at the workstation. So I'm gonna walk you guys through and show you some of the items that I have at my workstation, starting with the pug lights. I needed to add some lighting to this area because there wasn't any, and if I want to work here in the evening, I needed to have lighting, so I added the pug lights and a lamp here, and that gives me plenty lighting for nighttime work. My, what do you call it, my cork board, I absolutely love my little metal flowers, and I got these from Hobby Lobby. You can see that I have the little push pin there, and then the flower, the metal flower, has the hook on the back, so I just hang the flower. I hung the flower on the hook, and I love it. This is my little note that I wrote to myself when I went through my coaching for writing my book. He told us to start calling ourselves an author, so I wrote, I am an author, and I keep it on my board to remind me. Now you'll see my clipboards. These are for works that I have in progress, and here you can see my publishing timeline. Over there is personal stuff, so I have that hidden, and then this is a clipboard for any future project, and over here is where I will keep a list of the videos that I'm planning. And then down below I have my calendar. This is where I write out things that I have going on for the month, and then over to the right I have charts, like this is a conversion chart, and then there are other charts inside. Over to the right is just my little board. I forgot what you call this, but I just put little messages on there to remind me of things that are important, and it says change starts in the mind, step into it. Here I have my fans, and for my sister friends who are of a certain age, you know why I have those there. It's new to me, but it's so real. And then here, you guys, I just wanted to feel pretty. I wanted to have something pretty to look at, so I put some little flowers there. They are silks, but they make me feel pretty when I look at them. And then here, in this little container, I keep all of the letters for my board. So when I want to change the message, my letters are right there. And then here I keep lotion so that I can keep my hands moisturized. Of course, my computer, and then cute little lamp, and you know, my tissue, picture of my boys. And then this is my new planner for 2021. So I'm ready to start planning for that. And here down below, I have a little drawer, and on the top I have my keyboard and my mouse for my Mac. And then in the top drawer, I have all of the items that I need when I'm working every day. So it's just, you know, typical stuff that you would find at a desk. And then I have my folders for other work that I'm doing. And then on the bottom is just other things. I keep all of my business receipts in that little pouch. Okay, so that's it for my workstation. Now this is another part of my sewing studio that I am super excited about. I have been waiting for the day when I can have an organized pressing station, and I have always dreamed of having a flat wall where I can just store all of the items that I use for pressing, and now I have it. I am so excited. Everything is in one place, so let me show you guys my flat wall. Oh, I just love it. So on the top, you can see my beautiful pink letters, my Dusty Rose pink letters that I painted, and then a little frame with my family. Over to the right, I have my point presser, but let me show you guys, I want to show you the shelves you can see these little acrylic shelves. Let me remove this. These are so nice. I like them because they're lightweight and they're acrylic. They're clear, so it makes it look nice and neat. I like the clear acrylic shelves. So these are really nice, and they just store right there. And then I have my little tea book. Here I have a little basket that I purchased on Amazon, and I store my tailor's ham, my seam roll, and my clapper. Over to the left here in this acrylic bin, it's a 4-section acrylic bin, and I store all of my adhesives that I use for hemming or whatever other reasons I would use the adhesive. I love this. And here is where I store, this is another acrylic bin I purchased from Amazon, and I store my garment labels there. And here I have my pins and my cute little teapot pin cushion. This was a gift to me from a dear friend years ago. She knows that I love sewing and tea, so she gave me this. It was a gift to her actually, but she doesn't sew, so she blessed me with it, and I absolutely love it. And her husband made this mug for me. He was doing a fundraiser, and this is what I ordered. And oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. I told him I wanted a picture of me with a big smile and a big hat, and he nailed it. This was years ago. It was for ministry work. I don't think he does that anymore. So I just store my seam gauge and scissors here. And then here I have my static guard and my iron cleaning supplies. And yeah, I have those things. And then these are extra clips for my slat wall. And here in this basket, I have packaged zippers. I thought that was a nice place to keep them. And here I have my spray bottle, keep my water in there, and my pressing cloth, and then some extra fabric for press cloths. Now back over to the clips. These I purchased because I thought, and they're wonderful. They're for the slat board. They just slide in. Make sure I can see what I'm doing. They slide in like that, and then you can just clip on whatever you want. I was planning on clipping the zippers onto the slat wall, but I like them better in the basket, so I didn't use these for that. But I don't know, they may come in handy later. And then these little white clips, I used these on the slat wall to hang the frame. So the clips just slide into the wall, and then there's a hook. So that goes into the wall, and then you just slide the frame onto the hook. And I thought it was perfect for hanging that frame. And then over here to the right, I have my portable pressing, or my tabletop ironing boards, so if I need those for any reason. And then just a little lamp here for extra light if I'm working at nighttime. And my Rowenta steam station, I absolutely love it. It's been so good to me. So that's my pressing station. I absolutely love it. This is the wall over the fireplace, and this is another vinyl decal that I had to have. It has my motto. For those of you who are familiar with my YouTube videos, you know that at the end of my video, I always say, when you live in your design, it is from there that God shines. So yeah, this is above the fireplace. I have pictures of my guys, my husband included, and I absolutely love to burn candles, scented candles, and I have one of my tiaras from my pageant days around this candle jar. And then the beautiful ambiance of having the fireplace is just, I cannot wait to sew in this space. Okay, over in the cutting area, I have one of my dress forms. This one was actually gifted to me by a dear friend who had it in her tea shop, and she didn't need it anymore, so she gave it to me. So it's mostly for display. And one of my favorite favorite features in this studio is my new pegboard. I never wanted a pegboard because I cannot stand the way the pegs fall off when you're removing things from them. But because a company reached out to me and asked me to test their thicker pegs, I now have a pegboard. So I'm not going to go through this pegboard because I have a totally separate video to share with you guys where I'm going to walk you through this pegboard, how I built it, and give you all the information about the accessories. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be coming out next. Now, you guys, looky. Answer this question for me. Am I the only lady who has a tea cart in her sewing space? Huh? Am I the only one? I know I'm not. Raise your hand. Please leave a comment down in the comments section below and let me know if you have a tea/snack cart in your sewing space. I didn't have one before, but now I do. And baby, I love it so much. It's on wheels, so I can roll it to wherever I want it to be. And of course, it'll be over by my machine when I'm sewing. So let me just walk you through my tea cart. For those of you who have been following along for a while, you know that I am a lover of tea parties. I love tea parties. So of course I had to set up a tea cart in my sewing studio. So I have all of my little beautiful tea items here. And I'm just gonna light the candle because you guys need to get the full effect, okay? Because when I am sewing and I'm in a mood to have tea while sewing, I will be lighting the candle. So I have all of my beautiful things here. I have my little snacks. I'm having pumpkin tea today. And then here I have my little mints. So after I'm done, I can freshen my breath, have my cute little teaspoon and my little hanky. And then down below is where I keep snacks. Here I have my little Belvita cookies. And here I have my little strainer. I like loose leaf tea, that's my preference, but I do use tea bags every once in a while. So when I use my loose leaf tea, then I have my strainer for pouring my tea. And then here is my, I forgot what you call it, the thing that you use to steep your tea, your loose tea. And here is where I keep my loose tea. And I have two flavors that I absolutely love from my friend's tea shop called Belladonna. I have Divine Intervention, and oh, I wish you guys could smell it. It is absolutely divine, as the name indicates. And this one is Caramel Turtle Temptation, and it is absolutely delicious, and I really wish you guys could taste it. But that's the tea that I have here. And then down below, I do have some tea bags. This is Chamomile, Honey and Vanilla by Twinings, or Twinings, I don't know how it's pronounced. But my friend Glenda Harrison turned me on to this, and I really like it, so I made sure I had some of these. And then I have some little extra snacks down here, and I keep my water bottle so that I'm drinking water throughout the day. And then this is my tea warmer. Whenever I'm having tea, I will put a little tea light in there and put the teapot on top just to keep it warm while I'm drinking. So that is one of my favorite parts of my new space is having a tea cart. I love it. And this is my newly painted fabric cabinet. I am so in love with the color. The Dusty Rose is really working for me. So this is on top my Longaberger basket, and then I have a hat box there. In these little boxes, I keep the accessories for my older sewing machines. So each box has accessories for a sewing machine. And then I have my little tiara on top. And these boxes all have fabric, the bins. And then there's more fabric and sewing machine accessories on the bottom two shelves. Then over here to the left is where I keep magazines. I don't buy magazines a lot, but I do have some older ones, and I keep those there. And then here are my sewn magazines. I've purchased a few of those, I believe. And then down here I have my Wawac catalog, because I do purchase from them, and then some tracing paper. And then at the very bottom is a very important item. I have my step stool, and I could not believe I found a pink one, so love it, love it. Okay, so this is where I keep all of my patterns, most of my patterns. I purchased this chest of drawers a while ago. I think it was 2018. So this is where they're all kept. And then here on the top, I like to keep all of the, this is something new actually, but my plan is to put the patterns here that I'm planning to sew next. So those are the 3 that are next in line, hopefully, if I don't change my mind. And then here in this Longaberger basket, I keep just miscellaneous items, and I have another one of my tiaras there. And of course I had to put one of my teapots on display because I love tea so much. In this Longaberger basket, I keep my headphones and remote controls. And then there I have my radio and another candle wax holder. And then here are the drawers with all of my patterns. On this top drawer, I keep all of my McCalls and New Look patterns. But in the other drawer, I keep all of the patterns, all of the different brands, the big 4, of course, and they are filed by number, not by company. So I have all of the Butterick, Vogue, and Simplicity mixed in here, but they're filed in numerical order, which makes it really easy for me to find. And then in the next drawer, I have some of my Serger threads. And this box, I keep my bias binding. I have a lot of bias binding in there. And then in the bottom drawer, I have more Serger thread. So that's where I keep all of that stuff. And here is my cutting table. This is something that my husband put together for me back in 2015 or 16, I can't remember. But here down below is where I keep all of my fabric. My fabric is stored inside of these bins. So all around the cutting table, there's fabric in all of the cubicles. And then on top, I have my cutting mat. This is 3 large cutting mats, and I used the little clips to put them together. And I love it because it goes the full length of my cutting table so that I can lay out large pieces when I'm cutting. On the side of my cutting table here, I have one of my design rulers that comes from a company that I'm going to tell you guys about later. And then over here on the other side, I have my other design rulers. Down here, I put a couple of anti-fatigue mats because when I'm spending a lot of time cutting, I want to make sure that I'm not standing on a hard surface because this tile is hard. For the lounge area, I just wanted to create a very cozy, comfortable space where I can go to relax and chill out, take a break after I've been sewing all day, or just to come and read, have a cup of tea, and just really be comfortable and feel pretty while I'm being comfortable. So here's my nice cozy chair. I have my soft pink throw and a little pillow to lounge with. And over here next to the lounge area is another storage cubicle. And here you can see I have my sewing books. And in these cubicles, I have stored just all kinds of miscellaneous items. For instance, down in the bottom, this is maybe funny, but this is where I keep all of my bags, shopping bags. You know, I use those. I recycle those and I use them. I have them here in my sewing space, and I also have them in my kitchen. And this is where I store all of my mask making supplies. I'm not making masks anymore, but you just never know, so I have those stored in there. This is just some miscellaneous paper and plastic. Let's see down here, it's a pattern in the works, something I should have been done with a long time ago. In here I have all of my zippers that I purchased from Wawak. And here I have all of my CDs, my Bible CDs. I like to listen to the Bible sometimes when I'm sewing. So those are all in there. And then on the bottom, this is more baby lock accessories. Okay. And in that basket, I'm not sure what I have. I can't even remember. And yeah, just a few items to make me feel pretty or make me feel comfortable. And you know, I just like pretty things. And then there's the print that I picked up at Ikea, and I like it, but I'm thinking that I may change it out later. I'm not sure. I like it, but I'm not crazy about it, but it's cute. Anyway, so over here to the left, I was thinking about using this area as a backdrop for when I'm recording. I have some other things I'm going to be recording that's not sewing related, so I'm thinking about using this as a backdrop. We'll see. I haven't tested it out yet, but we'll see. So at night, this area looks so beautiful with the candles and the lamps turned on. Okay, so here is my other beautiful pink cabinet. In this one, I have all of my camera gear. And in this one to the right, I have stored away just extra machines. This one here is my Singer. That was my first Singer Serger. And that was back in the 90s. And then this one here is my brother Serger. And on the bottom are just a couple of cubicles with miscellaneous items stored. And then here is where I keep all of my batteries, because as you can imagine, recording videos, you go through a lot of batteries. And in the back there, I have extra candles. So yeah, I like that space. Well, that's it for today. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If so, please hit the like button down below. I would also love to hear, what is your favorite part of my studio makeover? Is it the pegboard? Do you like the flat wall? Or maybe you are in love with the sewing tables like I am. Or maybe it's the tea cart. Whatever it is, leave me a comment down below and let me know what you like the most. And don't forget, I have another video coming real soon, probably within a few days, to show you my new pegboard. I'm going to show you how it was built. I'm going to show you how I decorated it and introduce you to the amazing pegboard accessories that I received. Until next time, always remember, when you live in your design, it is from there that God shines. That means when you live according to the way that you have been created, it is from that place that God will use you to bless other people. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.